Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Michael. I like wizards and dragons and making games, and it is time to make some games. Alright, so in the last video, I had set up a system for drawing all of these things in the world. That's, did I say if that was a permanent solution or not? I should have said that that's not something that I intend to be a permanent solution. I'll get back to that later. Anyway, it works. And today we're going to be doing a little bit more than that. I'm going to be doing lighting, among other things, possibly other things if there's time. I've done tutorials, several in fact, on writing 3D lighting shaders in Game Maker Studio 2, and I could redo all that work, but honestly, I don't want to spend excessive amounts of time just retyping out a large amount of code that I'd written in the past. I am going to be using Luminous Chickens. So, Luminous Chickens should be out by the time this video is done. But in the event that it's not, it's a 3D lighting shader collection that I am in the process of making. Ideally, this is going to be finished and on itch.io by the end of like tomorrow. But that depends on a few things that are kind of sort of out of my control. I am going to, in the meantime, turn this into an asset package. Do I need all of that? I don't need all of that, actually. I just need this. Let's just throw that in an asset package. I don't really care about doing any of this properly. I'm gonna just call it Chickens version 001. As luck would have it, I have actually recorded a video on using asset packages like these, but I have not sat down to edit it, and I don't think that's going to be done. I'm just gonna throw it in my utilities folder. I don't think that video is going to be done by the time this this tower defense video is out. Anyway, that is now an asset package. I can just, can I drag that into the IDE and have it work? Yes, I can. Okay, that's easier than importing manually. Let's see, add all. That's everything I want, right? That's all of the scripts and shaders that I want. I think it is. All right, so let's bring that in, and I'm going to be using Luminous Chickens in place of my lighting code. Where's all the stuff? It's in camera where everything is drawn through, right? No, it would be in game where everything is drawn through. I can close that. And update and render and okay, that looks like what I want. So I'm going to say, oh god, how does my own thing even work? So these mirror, what is it? Draw, light, define, ambient, and all that. These mirror the built-in lighting functions, but they are somewhat more extensive. They contain spotlights, which the built-in lighting functions do not, and some other things that I happen to like, such as a little more control over point lights. I'm going to say cluck set light ambient, which I guess can be. Actually, instead of going with one of the gray colors, which I don't know offhand how dark they are, 202020 in hex is my usual gray ambient color. Phone. So we are gearing up towards election season here in the United States, and by gearing up, I mean it's been on full throttle for like a year now, and the phone has been ringing for people soliciting various election-related things for like a long time, and I really wish they would stop while I'm recording these. Cluck set light direction. Let's go with index 0, C, white, which you can mess with if you want. And as I tend to like when testing directional lights, let's go with -1, -1, -1. In the camera's render. That doesn't actually draw anything, right? Yeah, it just sets the, oh, it does draw the thing. That draws my thing. The, sort of the crosshair thing. Alright, well, it probably shouldn't, but in either case. I want cluck apply. We're going to be going with lighting done in the fragment shader, since that typically looks quite a bit better than lighting done in the vertex shader. And at the end, shader reset. Okay, this should draw everything with a directional light pointing towards the northwest. All right, we have lighting. Perfect. That worked on the first try, and that was a little bit faster than I was expecting it to. You can see the facets on the crosshair ball thing. I would totally replace that with a sphere modeler with smooth shading, except that's probably going to be temporary art as well. Okay. I have Luminous Chickens. I have Luminous Chickens. That is going to be a commit. Okay. And let's see. That was much faster than I had expected it to be. What else is on this fancy list here of things that I want to do? Here's the orange highlighter that I was using. Lighting, fog, lighting shader, fog shader, which happens to be both of those things. Right now, it's just one directional light. If it's possible that, like, a glowing torch or something of that nature will be added later in some levels, just to give levels a little bit more character, in which case that would just be either a spotlight or a point light. I will worry about those later. I'm done with that, and that. It's nice when things get done faster than I expect, for once, instead of slower than I expect, which is how it usually goes. There's also the matter of the skybox. After this, I have done things with skyboxes in the past, tutorial things specifically. Let's see if I can dig those files out. Where would even Okay, you know what? Do I still have this on my computer? I do not have the Skybox thing on my computer. I generally don't keep tutorials on my computer forever. I just leave them on the GitHub. Oh, no, I do. Yes, never mind. Here it is. Let's see. First thing that I'm going to add is the actual sprite. And the second thing I'm going to add is going to be the skybox.d3d. Yes, I would like to include import these as included files. That's the included files dialog. Included files have changed in 2.3. I don't think I've really drawn attention to that. I'm going to give it a D3D extension just for the sake of consistency. But included files are a little bit easier to use now than they used to be. Let's see. So first we're going to load the Skybox. So that's cool. Oh, it also needs a vertex format. Of course. Next, let's go to Sprite Skybox. Ensure that is on its own texture page so we don't get issues. And this would need to be drawn in the camera, wouldn't it? Where is the camera? Okay, so how does this go? We would draw the Skybox cube at the position, and I may give that a better name later. We would draw the Skybox cube at the position of the camera with Z writing off, right? And then after that, we would turn it back on. And where is the position of the camera? I want to say it's from the XYZ. Yeah. All right, that is the position of the camera. The projection matrix. I'm going to want Z near to be closer than that. Probably something like 0.3-ish. Because if the cube is smaller than the near clipping distance, it just won't appear. And then you won't see a skybox. Let's see. Okay, so we do indeed have a, well, something being drawn. Is that being drawn before the projection is set? It is not. It's been like 5 whole days since I've done this. Every time I write Skybox code, I forget how it works. And I write Skybox code a lot. And I don't quite know why I constantly forget how it works. There it is. It's got its texture. Saved via model creator. I have not drawn the texture in here yet. I guess I can do that. Sprite get texture. SPR Skybox. Which is kind of done in place of clearing the screen. Oh, that needs a sprite subimage argument. Also, this should probably be unlit, huh? Alright, there we go. I believe the reason that the wall is disappearing out there is because of the lighting on the skybox. If I were to, for example, disable that by commenting this out, would it appear? Because if that's the case, all I really need to do is really? Oh, okay, this is going to be an issue that I need to fix before I release Luminous Chickens. Where are the scripts? Chicken and knit. There we go. Was initializing the wrong variable, and I can see the skybox out there is indeed now being drawn, which is what we want. Okay, so that was the issue. Also, just so that I don't have to do this later. Yeah, let's properly rename that variable. Where is Luminous Chickens? Okay. So we are in business. I think instead of drawing all that with the shader, let's enable the shader after the camera is set up and all the environment stuff is set up. Okay. All right, much better. All of the things do not, in fact, have lighting on them. Because I forgot to turn the lighting back on, or I forgot to turn the ambient color off. More correctly, there we go. Skybox is what it should be, and we have a game world. Excellent. That is meriting its own commit, I think. Where's Bombardier? Okay, so that has been committed, and I can cross this off. How long have I been recording? 16 minutes? That's probably going to get cut down a bit. A few minutes. Is there anything else I want to do environmentally? I had made a note to possibly do water. I don't think I want to do water right now. For one, I don't even know if that's going to be something that I want aesthetically, is water or mechanically. In either case. And two, I have not done a tutorial on what I do for water shaders before, or other ways to do water shaders, and I kind of want to do that first, before I mess with water and displacement maps and scrolling textures and stuff like that. But anyway, that's another step in visual stuff. I guess I'll end the video on this screen. I think it looks nice. If you want to like generate more things, where is the world populated? Let's generate 250 things instead of 100, and that will make the world a little bit more filled. Yeah, it's still performing pretty well for all these individual 3D objects. Although I do have a 1060 in my computer, and if you are using an older computer or on a laptop or something, this might be where the frame rate starts to become a concern. There's not going to be this is a tower defense game. It's not like a fancy open world RPG or anything. This should not be a game that pushes anyone's computer graphically, but I do want to just bear in mind that little number in the upper right of the screen. What else? If I was drawing things with textures, it might be a bit more of an issue. Just because this is kind of bothering me. Let's spawn things a little bit in a wider range. I'll bump it up to 300 around the border of the room. That way they're not quite as clumped all over on top of each other. I'm going to do something else when it comes to populating the world with objects. I don't know if I'm going to make a level editor. As you can see, I've kind of sort of already got code to spawn objects in via towers, and if I really wanted to, that could be converted into just spawning trees or something pretty easily. Or I could just use the room editor, which would be the simpler solution. It would also probably make me angrier to use the room editor, because I have no idea how the room editor works, because I haven't used it in years. If you have a certain mind, you could also take the opinion that that would be a good learning opportunity, but we'll see. I'm probably going to make that decision by the time I sit down to record the next video, which is probably going to be about 5 minutes from now, after I get up to get a drink of water and stuff. Anyway, this is making a tower defense game in 3D in GameMaker Studio 2.3. I hope you found this interesting. I hope this is something that you enjoy watching. Viewership for this series has dropped off slightly faster than I was hoping it would, but I don't care. I'm having fun. I'm gonna keep doing this for a while. I have a Patreon, so if you want to contribute towards these videos being made, or towards the regular tutorials being made, there's a link to that in all the usual places. I seem to have died. Otherwise, I do try to post 2 GameMaker videos a week, one of these and one tutorial. Usually regarding 3D things, sometimes regarding other things. Otherwise, that's it. The repository for this project is in the video description. Check for the 0.9 release tag.
Hey.
My name is Michael, and I will see you all later. Special thanks to Edward Holt, Indie Punch, Poshodev, and Zenith for supporting these videos. If you want your name in the credits and to force me to say them out loud at the end, head over to the Patreon page in the video description and join the fun.